All right, well, listen, I love you, hey. I'm at my little creation station here, my makeup area. This was what I got when I used to make. Now I'm back to pour me. All right, you're going to get the worst view, but you're Tara, and I know you don't care. So, listen. I'm not going to do Maleficent again because that was a big ordeal, but I'm going to try to help you through it, an idea of what it is. One is I looked up, I don't look up tutorials because I know how to do most things. It's like the same way as when I draw. I don't look up like how to draw it. I just look up a picture of it and try to like get an idea of how the shape should be. So if you know how to contour, that's really good. If not, I'm going to try to help you a little bit. But Maleficent's obviously the color. I hate makeup that's Halloween, dope by Halloween makeup. I got here, it's weird, I didn't realize that Manic Panic made a white foundation. It's regular foundation, but white. And then what I did was I kind of makeshift on different color foundation. I kind of mixed these two grains, or I think it was this one and this one or something like that. And I mean, play with it. I put it on my face first, like just, blotched it. And then when I put this on, I mixed it and it turned like the colors that I wanted to. And if it looks too dark, you add lighter if you like, play with it. And so you can use, there's a lot of using things for not what they're for, just so you know, like a lot of times. So I'm going to be a devil today. I'm going to try to take it real easy on my face this week because my face has like taken a beating. Even like, look at this. This is terrible. So I'm going to do the devil. But first of all, your face shape is different than mine, so you might want to look up how to contour your face shape. I don't think you have this. So a lot of what I do is hide this with a shadow. So it's like, ooh, that's shadow. It's not fat, but it's fat. I was lazy and I did not wash my brushes, but wash your brushes. Like I wrote it on there, but like I said, I have a brush wash, but you can use regular soap or especially face soap, and rub through it under the sink, and then once the water starts running, the water will run the color. When the water starts running, clear, then stop. Blot it on a paper towel and then lay it down on another paper towel, or you could even just put it back up to dry. It'll dry in a day. Even just do that get in the habit of doing that monthly, because not usual, because a lot of people reuse their brush, but there have been occasions where people have gotten really bad, like cellulitis infections from their brushes. So really be careful with that if you're gonna be like a makeup person like me. I stopped for a while, and my therapist and me actually made it like a goal to go back to makeup, not because he says, oh, it's good to makeup, but because it is my personality. It's something that I like to do. So if I'm not doing it, it's depression, which I was obviously going through. This was my mom's makeup. I ran out of makeup. I don't have a lot of money like I used to, so I'm trying to save as much, and right now I'm just trying to use whatever. I've been using the white one for the devil. I don't have to, but for you, like I said, put the green and do the what I said. I'm gonna do the nose and the shape again, similar. Maybe not exactly, but I like the way when I've been doing the nose for these characters, I really like the way my nose looks. So I'm like, hey, why not just do that all the time, just a realistic color. So when you do the nose, whatever you do, make it like straight and do like a little line here. Then blend it. It's purple for Maleficent, so you're going to take purple, you're going to do line here, and then you're going to blend it, but it's got to look like your nose is thin. And then when you get to here, make a little like a little line, and then also blend that a little bit, right? And then that makes your nose look her shape. But don't make it this, leave it alone. Then you take like a white, preferably like a very white, either eyeshadow that's shimmery, because I have a plain white, which as you see I've been using a lot, and I have a shimmery white. Use a shimmery one because it's always like, it's like highlighting, and then you put it here a little bit so that it really gives that illusion that your nose is like, but you put it over the green because your nose is supposed to be already green. You greened your whole face already. So lightly put a white here so it's lighter, and then your face will look like thin like that. And I'll do the contouring right now because I put, like I said, use a brush. I just crudely put it with my hands. My brushes are dirty, like I said. I think there might be some that I didn't use. Oh fuck, I got some on me. I'll deal with that later. I gotta go bring Greg to appointment. They always check him. He has asthma, and hopefully a flu shot, and all those things. I'm gonna bring all the kids. They're gonna sit in the car with the nanny, but if they're willing to give them a flu shot, I'm bringing them in. And I'm getting a flu shot later because I'm going to Florida. I think you've seen, and I want to stay with my brother. I am trying to figure out a way to break it to my dad that I don't want to stay in the house. And my brother has his mother-in-law now, and she's older, and I don't want to give her anything. And I know that it's very dangerous to go out right now, but I need to for my own sake. So I mean, I feel like it's dangerous for me to stay home as well, because for me, I'm very depressed. Obviously, I don't know how to live without her. I mean, I'm starting to learn, and I have to learn. But it's rough, and I've been trapped here, and I don't have any friends here, and the few friends that I do have are very afraid to come by, and I have one or two friends that do come by, but one of them is super allergic to the dog. Like, I feel bad for her. She tries so hard to come by, but then she starts immediately, like, I could hear her breathing stop. So, as you see, this is what I do for my chin. You probably don't have the same. You might put a little bit just to shape your face. Like, for Maleficent, you're going to do that. I did a little bit, because unlike me, though. But here, I really like to make this look like it's just a shade. But I don't think you have to do this part. See how I put this? Pay attention in the pictures. If hers are high or low, I can't remember. Unlike when you would normally do it, like right now I do it and I make sure it's my cheek. By doing that, I see my cheekbone is here, and I go under it like this. But, I did that with Maleficent, but I also, like, tried to pay a little more attention to what she did. I think hers were jet down a little bit more, like straight down. So, pay attention, like, look at the picture and see. Look at the contour, try to like make the contour, and I did use this a little bit, but I didn't do it as hard, because then afterwards I did the same thing over with purple. So I made the purple a little darker. But I'm gonna do my nose so you can see, because I like the way my nose looked. But it is the purple with all of this is important because you're a cartoon, right? So you're not gonna want it to be like black and white, but it's okay but you also want it to look realistic and enough that in person you're not like, what the fuck is going on here? So you mix a lot of colors. A lot of these things are mixing. So right now I'm trying to do it in a way that doesn't fuck with my nose ring, because obviously I have a nose ring, and I'm gonna let myself have my fucking big ass nose. I don't care. And so see how it is right now. It's a lot obvious. It looks like I have black eyes, but this is what now. I'm gonna show you real quick. Let me use a thinner one. This is, yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this, look. So This is going to make my nose look a little bit better, at least in my opinion. And, when I'm done with all this, I use something like this and blend it. You do not want to have any, even as a cartoon, you don't want it to, wait, let me go back. As a cartoon, you do want to make it like, where lines are, like, you could see lines, or at least you're allowed to a little bit more, you get away with it. Not like, in real life, you obviously don't want it to look like straight lines, but in cartoons, you're allowed to have some. So, if you, not underneath, but if you see some direct lines at the end of your, when you're finishing up your makeup, it's not a big deal because you're a cartoon. So, of course, you're gonna have some lines. I did this. Now I'm gonna wipe this a little bit, and I made the line a little bit less. And then you do this, so that's like a shadow instead. So, always do that. And I'm going to do something similar with the shimmery one. Actually, let me do my blush. You're not going to have blush, as Maleficent. She's one of the only ones you don't have blush with. If you're any of the other characters, you're going to have blush even a little bit. You might want to blend it with the other colors, but I tried to do blush for a second with her, and it was a mistake, and I had to go back and cover it. She does not have blush. No part of her. She is very dark, so I always put a little bit on my nose, because realistically, if you have face that's blushing, your nose might be part of it. Let me show you the highlighting part. Alright, so, I'm going to take that white that I showed you, the shimmery one, and I'm going to go over, now this is a bit much for me, but you're going to do it like that. Now I'm going to, because that's silly and unrealistic. The good thing is that I'm doing it now, so a lot of stuff is going to go, not a lot, but it's going to go over it. And then, obviously, once you do that, well, with me, I don't think Maleficent you have to do this, but I think it can be optional. I always put a little highlighter here. So let me do that since I'm doing my real makeup. Now I'm not going to do this at all because it's obviously something that looks a little ridiculous for me. But when you do Maleficent, you're going to first outline it with an eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and you're going to go like this. Maleficent, I did two that were like this. The Evil Queen in Sleeping Beauty, or Snow White, hers was like higher up. So you started higher. But when Maleficent, she likes, her top is a little lower. So you're going to start lower and you're going to draw that line here. Once you draw the line, if you have this, if not, continue with the black eyeliner. But once you draw that line, use just black with like a very thin brush and trace it and then fill it in. So, because filling it in with all black eyeliner is crazy. Also, if you do underneath, which actually might be ideal, and especially if you're going to be that for Halloween, you might want to go under your chest, and the chest will be green, but there will be a point in your neck where you would use the same. You might want to use a liner here and a liner here, and then after that, blend it with the black through your neck, and then start blending it back into green slowly. So, the black eyeliner is what I did. When it comes to your eyebrows, she has jutting eyebrows, so you're not going to want to use your regular eyebrows. What I did was I had this, but you might have, I don't know, version of this, if you have anything like this, where there's an eyebrow thing that's meant to go, you use this and this. Well, I only use this, and I put it on my eyebrow. And then I took the color, well, with Maleficent, she has bright purple almost all the way up. And I took the purple and I went on my eye like normal, like an eyeshadow, and I went all the way up. But then I made sure to blot it on there. And if I use this, it makes it even more. Now, mine weren't that hideable. You could see them if you really look for them, but you're doing a costume, so it's fine. And you blot it on the eyebrow to make sure that the eyebrow's covered all the way up to here. Then with her eyebrows, since they're ridiculous, you're going to take... What? Like what? Go poop. Just try to poop. You know. You take the eyeliner and you jut it. Like I said again, look at what a picture of her. Trying to make the line above. Fill it in, and then fill the rest in with purple. I think she had a very, very little thin layer of light. So I would use that shimmery white again and go directly under it. So thin because she had the purple up real high. Then I would do the eyeliner, like, you know, most people do normal eyeliner and mascara, but do the eyeliner thing that everybody dreads to do, which is the cat eyes. I don't dread it only because I am not really a perfectionist in that. I think people over worry about it. Same thing with pigtails. When I used to have long enough hair, I'd put pigtails. People asked me, how do you do pigtails? And I'd show them the back, and it was all crazy. And I said, nobody cares. You didn't even notice. You asked me how to do it. So people worry too much. Nobody really notices things that they think they notice. Anyway, so I'm sorry that it wasn't a real makeup tutorial. I just wanted to show you a little bit how to do it. If you're not sure, there's a million makeup tutorials online. I'm doing my regular makeup again because I could see from... Maybe that angle is just not the best angle. Anyway, the makeup tutorials online are really good. But if you're like me and you could copy things that you see, like the same idea as when I paint or draw or anything, or sketch or anything, I just look at it, the picture, and then I follow the lines. Just look at a picture of her. But from what I told you, hopefully that'll be enough. But I used all the stuff that I have, and I know you like makeup, so hopefully you have the same stuff as me. And I used everything in here. I got Ipsy. I don't know if you had ever had Ipsy, but Ipsy is a really good thing because it's kind of what taught me how to use things. I'd get things I didn't know what they were, and then I'd look them up and learn how to use them that way. Let me know if this helped, and let me know also, like, if you knew any like contouring and stuff already, because I don't know how far along. I know your face is just naturally gorgeous, and I'm sure you'll say the same about me, which, yeah, I think everybody's gorgeous. I think beauty is definitely, but I like makeup, so, you know, people who don't, cool too. But yeah, do Maleficent. Use your own shit. If you use the makeup that they sell at, like, Party City, it's gonna look greasy and melt and be crap. So don't be afraid to use things in your own stuff and use them for the wrong thing. To be honest, when I did the mouths for things, I used this. Or when I covered my eyebrows, so I think one of the costumes, I can't remember, I used this. But when I did the mouths, I used this. Guess what it is? It is my kids' color paint. Washable color paint. Didn't hurt anything. Non-toxic. Washed right off. You know, people pay a lot of money for that stupid shit, and it's gross. The only thing that I might invest in is like an airbrush machine, and that's only when I have the money, and that's when COVID's over and I can actually go cosplay at WizardCon. Well, hopefully I'll be in Florida soon and move in. I want to move to Florida. I have nobody here. If Florida's too expensive, maybe I'll look around you. But I know that you're always busy. Although when you were in Florida, I did get a chance to see you a lot more often. So maybe I will. I just need somebody. I'm really alone here. Like, completely alone. I love you so much. I'm going to upload this to, like, YouTube because I know that's not going to, there's no way any of our apps or even our phones are going to allow me to send this. So, YouTube, here I come.